You got it?
I say done. Done, it's done.
Holy amazing. Say hi, everyone. Holy cow, dude. You got us propane?
Yeah.
I put soapy solution around here.
Yeah?
It does stink though. It does stink in here like propane, but I put soapy solution all around here and there's no leak. Hey, so my crew member just got a tank of propane, so we're good to go.
You are.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Please. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Welcome. How are you, sir?
We didn't know it at the time, but we were about to experience our most dangerous moment aboard the ship.
Not good. I don't know what to do. Either we depart now, knowing that the other tank is full and it will probably last us the whole way.
Yeah, but the problem is what I think. I think 3 weeks it's okay. But what's happened in Marquis after?
You have to decide now because
Yeah, that's what we asked about, yeah.
I think we just go.
You think we must go?
I think we go. I think what we should do is we should go and rush into the hardware store and buy an electric kettle. Can you just tell them I need to talk to my crew for 1 minute?
Yeah, please.
So you think we should?
For me, it's better to lose 2 days here and maybe left Monday at midday or...
Okay, I think we're gonna have to wait a day.
So when do you want to leave?
For now, I'll have to say tomorrow.
And I have to reorganize everything here. If you want to stay
Sunday.
here, better stay until Monday or Tuesday because tomorrow is Sunday, and you know things are closed.
Hey, Celia, Michael.
No.
We just want to get you guys out here for the discussion here. So the tank here is leaking. It's the tank.
Propane tank.
Okay, so that means that the fault is the tank, it's not the connection. We could delay a couple days to try and figure this out. But the thing is, they don't think that they'll sell a tank like this on the island. Like, I don't know that there's a solution that extra time will give us.
Why is the larger one? What's the problem with that?
The large one fit in here.
Larger one won't fit in there, so it'll be rolling around on the deck, and then I can't connect it to the hose fitting in there because there's no way to have that closed with that tank outside.
The problem is not the bit that's threaded in.
It's this whole piece. This whole piece needs to be replaced.
Yeah, so the tank is fine.
The tank's fine, yes.
And can we get one of those?
I don't know.
And then I don't know what the gas situation is like in the Marquesas either. I don't know if you've looked at that to see if you can get gas there.
Luke is worried about it. I'm not worried about it myself, but Luke is worried about it and he's expressed that concern.
Luca was right. It would have been a bad idea to set off with half of our propane capacity, but little did we know, the situation was about to get a whole lot worse.
We can't go today.
That's what I said.
We can't do today. Lo siento, señores.
Sorry.
Lo siento, sí, pero...
I'm very sorry. No, it's going.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what's happening? No.
Okay, I go back to the place at 6:30.
Yeah, okay. The soapy solution I made is not very good, but there, you see it's blowing a bubble. So even though we're using the gas and relieving pressure in the tank, it is still leaking a little bit. That's the situation.
That's some pretty rough. That's some pretty.
Wait this afternoon, I can go back to the place, ask with them,
That'd be great.
speak with them, yeah, and
That'd be great.
they are good people.
But I want to have a backup in place for that now, and I think that's an electric kettle.
We should get an electric kettle.
Yeah, I want to get one before we leave here.
That's a great idea, Matt.
I had to throw it in the water so we didn't die. Could have blown up right there. Well, now we don't have to empty the tank. It's not a mistake that you made. It's that the seal in that thing is kaput. Well, that was some excitement. Yep. Oh my God. Thought I was gonna die there. All it takes is one little stupid thing.
Yeah,
One little bit of static electricity. Luckily it's super humid here, so there isn't gonna be static electricity, but you never know. I mean, anything turning on, any switch turning on or off.
Alright guys, so I just wanted to give a little bit more of an explanation of what happened when things went wrong with the propane tank. So basically, the propane tank's pressure relief valve was slowly letting propane out, and we weren't sure if it was a faulty valve. It was obviously an old valve, but we weren't sure if maybe the propane tank had been overfilled, and that's what the pressure relief valve is for. If the propane gets overfilled on the tank and the pressure is too high, it'll slowly bleed the pressure off. So what we did was we hooked it up to the boat system, and we tried actually turning on the stove to see if once we started using propane, if the pressure relief stopped letting propane out. And what we found was it was still letting propane out. So what we did was we said, okay, this thing's not working and we need to disconnect it. So what we did was we went in here and we started to disconnect the propane as you normally would. We obviously shut it off, but we didn't notice as we were unscrewing this, normally when you unscrew this fitting here, it feels loose. And this time it didn't feel loose. Normally you start it with the wrench, and then once it gets towards the end, you can just turn it by hand, but it required us to use the wrench all the way to the end. And that should have been our clue that something was wrong. What ended up happening was, when we got to the end, even though we'd closed the valve, it wasn't actually closed. And even if you don't close the valve, there's supposed to be an automatic shut-off built into the valve, and none of that was working. So as soon as we disconnected this, the valve was wide open. It started shooting propane everywhere. And so basically when that happened, I was faced with a split-second decision as clouds of propane were going up into the air. Either I have the entire crew and me run to the front of the boat to get away from the propane cloud. The problem is that because of the way that the air swirls around behind the Dodger, that propane could have gotten pulled along the floor through backwinding and filled up the inside of the boat with enough propane to potentially cause an explosion to blow the boat up. The other option was to grab the tank and throw it out of the boat. The problem with that is that when you grab the tank and you pull it out quickly, there's the potential for some kind of spark, some kind of a micro spark from friction. If any two objects rub together at a fast enough, hard enough speed, you could create a spark and then the tank could kind of go off in my hand. Now, propane tanks don't just explode. It would be more of a fireball type situation. Still could have burned me really, really bad. And so I was faced with that decision. Ultimately, I elected to grab the tank and throw it in the water. I don't know what would have happened if I didn't do that. Probably it would have been okay, but that thing was going off for about 20 seconds. It emptied its entire contents from full to empty in about 20 seconds. So that was a very scary moment, and I'm glad we came out of it okay.
Yeah, my life definitely, well, it didn't flash before my eyes, but it maybe should have, because that was pretty close. We disconnected the propane tank, and the automatic shutoff didn't close, even though we had actually shut the tank off just fine. But even if you have it open, you should be able to disconnect it here, and there's an automatic shutoff that occurs, and that didn't occur. So as soon as we disconnected it, it just was shooting propane out, cryogenic propane, big white clouds of propane in the air. All it takes is one spark at that point to just blow the whole damn boat up. So I didn't want to just sit there and let it keep filling the area up, so I reached in and grabbed the tank and threw it into the water.
¿Sabes si se puede cambiar toda la válvula? Sí.
Hay que cambiar
El nuevo, yo sé tener el nuevo.
It's kind of a bad sign because he's testing it out, which means he doesn't have a replacement valve. I don't like that he's messing around with the existing valve, not from a safety standpoint, but it just shows that he doesn't have a replacement valve. So he's trying to figure out what's going on with the current valve, and I don't think it can be repaired. He just checked it and it's not leaking, but he's saying it's not leaking, you know, maybe you're okay, but we're kind of saying, listen man, we're going to be at sea for 3 weeks, we can't be, you know, gambling on the tank working or not. We're going to cannibalize his other tank, and he's going to take the valve off and sell it to us.
Listo.
Thank you very much.
He's telling me not to be a. Well, that's it. What's this? And now we cannibalize this tank here and take the valve from it.
Por acá, no?
But he warned us that the security feature from the other one that we just pointed out might not be present in this valve, so it's possible that it could be overfilled. So we don't want that.
Tiene este cuadro acá arriba. Y vamos a ver con una llave.
We'll take it anyways.
Y ahí sí va.
Just like that.
This is what sailing is really all about. It's about doing maintenance on your boat in foreign, exotic places. Exotic places are usually foreign. Yeah, that's what sailing is. This is sailing right here.
Ahí está cerrado. ¿Está cerrado?
Does it have the safety? No, it doesn't have the safety feature. Okay, muy bien.
Out. Yeah.
Perfecto.
It is very necessary to. It is no oxygen in the water.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good.
Un poco más, ya. Un poquito más. Ya.
Poco más.
We are at 5, so we need to go
Yep.
to 9.
Thank you very much.
Muchísimas gracias.
Uno más para. Gracias, señor.
Gracias. De nada. Yo espero que. Muchísimas gracias.
We're now upping our seal game here at the tienda. Big race today.
Acá, esto, vamos ahí. Ya ven, se han equivocado de. Una sola vez.
¿Listo?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty listo.
You have to have fun going over the other.
Here we are in the something garden. What's it called? Ceramic garden. And there's a lot of cool tile work here. This is cool. Giant mosaic dragon. Or serpent.
Was responsible, such a beautiful thing, whoever was responsible for these two bones could have maybe done a need a job.
Have a different plant here. Oh. It's like a lettuce tree. Just walking around here at the Charles Darwin Research Center, or whatever exactly it's called. Now we're supposed to have left already, but we of course had the propane issue, and that's all been sorted out now. So we're departing tomorrow at 4 p.m. is our inspection to leave. That was the earliest time that we could get it. So we're departing tomorrow. Got a couple extra days to get everything sorted out, but also a couple extra days that our food is making its way towards going bad. I would say I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm mostly just anxious to get moving. It's time to go though. Galapagos has been great, but we're definitely ready to go.
Yes.
We got the more conservative on the right.
I'm a certain type of Galapagos tourist. I like to pay for tours, and I'm a little bit worried about the sun, and I
Indeed.
apply a lot of sun cream.
You want all 4 passports?
Yes, please.
Capacity fuel 500 liters.
And what you have now, the remaining.
Full.
Okay, the liters. Water, how much water?
1,000 liters.
And you're full now.
We are almost full. Yeah, we will be full when we leave.
Yeah, 100 liters.
4 personas, ¿verdad?
Sí, 4 personas.
Immigration card?
No, ellos regalan por avión. So you are ready to go.
Ready to go. Ready to go. Okay guys, this guy's gonna have a look around as well. Please accommodate him.
Buenas. Hola, hola. Have the balance?
Yes, of course. Appreciate your help. Gracias por la ayuda.
Listo, excelente.
Thank you.
No me quiero ir.
Hasta luego.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep you posted with the latest content.